Today, we're in the garage. We're gonna do a few different, just little things. I want to change the wheels on this Estate here. The rears are a little too spaced at the moment. They don't fit with the lug nuts. So we're gonna get those off. And then we're gonna give Redwood a tune-up. We got a lot of parts in these boxes from our friends at Mini Spares. So yeah, let's have some fun. Let's do a little unboxing. Little side trim there. Bit of side trim. Get that because I got some new fender flares. These flares are gonna go on. Ooh, this is some gutter trim. I love this shit. So we got a bunch of stuff here. It's mostly for Redwood, for a nice little tune-up, and just some spares. You can never have too many oil filters. I got 4 of them. It's a coil, some new plugs, wires, dizzy cap, rotor, pluggies. These guys probably won't go on today. This will be something to do with Dave because he's much better at that stuff than me. But I can do all this stuff. Next one, is this empty? Oh no, that's not empty. What's in this little bag, friends? Oh, hey. I need these for my binnacle speedo thing. Fucking whatever. I don't even know if I need this, but let's see. Dave will know. All right, you guys have to see this. So somebody took a bunch of time to paint a lot of the random shit in this engine gold for whatever fucking reason. So that's fun. Just a little, yeah, look at that. Even the engine steady. Man, that's silly. Oh, and this is fun. So yeah, if you find this car, don't steal it. It's mine. So just having a little bit of a look in here. We're gonna need some new coolant hoses. These are dry, cracked, seeping a bit here. You can just see that coming out. So we'll replace those in the future. Probably all these rubber hoses, they're all, oh, that one's pretty nice. They're all pretty tight though. It's just a breather hose. Yeah. This engine will probably eventually come out and get a full Misfit Mutts garage rebuild. But today we just want to do a nice quick tune-up so that it's running a little happier. All right, so we put in new air filters, which we had to customize a bit. Put some holes in them, not a big deal. New spark plugs. The wires and coil are still the same. These are actually from my Hornet Brutus. So these are not the original wires to this car. They are a little bit newer, and these markings are incorrect, so don't pay any attention to that. The newer coil I got is a lot smaller than this one, and the connectors are a little different, so I want to make sure that it's correct before I go swapping it in. But that's everything on this that I wanted to do today. Now I just probably give it a little wipe down and clean up, get all the fluids off, and give it a start. Let's see how it runs. Hopefully well. That sounds good, at least. Look at that boogery fucking weld. That's nice and broken. If the camera will focus on it. But wow, that is shitty. Why would you put a breather tube there if you couldn't fucking be bothered to do it correctly? Choke me a little bit. That's what you want, isn't it? All right, so we've got the engine up to temp. So I just want to do a little bit of a rev for you, and for me. I love the sound of this car. We're in Redwood, got a little bit of a tune-up done. Realize I don't have oil or anything, so I'll have to get that later. But I really want to go for a drive, so we're gonna go for a drive. Now it's probably very hard to hear me. This is a very loud car, but that's a 60s Mini for you. Today. Mini. A fucking red Mini with fucking wood on it. Because who the fuck drives this car? All right, now that we've gotten Redwood all set, let's get RHonda going. All right, we're gonna get her off the dollies, put a different set of wheels on, and throw some flares on, make it look a little more presentable than it does right now. All right, let me just show you why we're changing these wheels up. I might not even need that. No, I do. Basically, you see that big fucking spacer is too big. So these lugs, they're not grabbing enough thread, and they go righty-loosey pretty quick. So we're gonna need to update that, change that up. And I just wanna hide the ugly cut fenders with those flares. But look how cool this car is. This is John McGee's old shop car. I took it off his hands earlier this year. Well, last year, actually, late last year. Late 2020. After he finished up my pickup truck. And since these two spent so much time together, I figured, why not? And this thing is really cool. We'll get more into this one at a later day. Still a couple little things to put together on it, and then paint it, obviously. But overall, it's super, super nice. Some asshole fucking jacked it up from right here. This is not a jacking point, you fucking assholes. Don't use the floor. There's fucking subframes and shit. See, look, you see this? See that? See that? You fucking, you do that. You're dumb. You're fucking stupid. See that? That's a subframe. Use the fucking subframe. Stop caving in my goddamn mini floors. Jerks. For all those who want to hear a Honda Mini, it sounds just like a fucking Honda. Crazy. All right, so I pulled these Revolutions out of my storage upstairs. We're gonna throw them on this. Pretty sure I have the right lug nuts in here somewhere. Yeah, these guys. And lengthy boys. Pop them on here. And look, I'm gonna jack it up from the fucking subframe, not from the fucking floor. So let's do that. All right, so each one of these cars will get its own video, but figure just a little bit of a checking out. We got some mini sport brakes, Evo, little adjustables here, boop, boop, boop. Stainless steel lines. Took the cones out. Adjustable coils. Look at that intake. Ooh, so fancy. And this is all pretty freshly lubed up and stuff. Dave and I had to swap out this axle here for a shorter one, which John provided, which was nice enough of him. So yeah, all right, back to work. All right, now that is definitely not how to install fender flares on your classic Mini. I'm just doing this for some just quick cleanup, make it look a little bit better. And I'm just kind of sending these screws home wherever they're gonna go. If you want it to look really nice, do it correctly. There's plenty of videos on how to do this correctly. I'm not making that video right now. So if you just wanna send it, fucking send it. I'm only cleaning these because I'm on camera. All right, so these flares and wheels will definitely work for now. Look okay. Nice little cheapo set of flares from Mini Spares flares. I think they're just like group 1s or something. I don't know. Let's do the back. Okay, so we've got the fender flares on, wheels on. They need a little bit. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna hit it with a heat gun and just mold it on down. And it's like that because I wanted the rears to fit nicely. So, gotta make a little compromise. Not a big deal. It's the same on this side. Probably just leave it like that for a few days anyway. Who gives a fuck? And this wouldn't go in. I'm guessing there's some Bondo there. That wouldn't go in. So these ones are all good. And I would go out on a drive, but these lugs are lug nut locks that I don't have the key for. They're just kind of in there via some vice grips. I ordered another set. They should be here at some point. So once those are in, we'll be able to take RHonda for a ride. All right, and that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks for hanging out while I work on my two little wagons. There'll be more stuff coming. We have a engine rebuild video that we're working on, along with a few other things. The weather's becoming nicer, so we're gonna get out to a track very, very soon. So yeah, thanks for sticking around.